Hi there friends, welcome back to my Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon and this is going to be episode 32 of our struggle to get off this planet. Well, let's see how good we'll be today. We're mining out the plasteel meteorite today, which is something I was really looking forward to. Our friend Ironhead here is pretty good at mining by now. He started out with a meager 1 or 2, but he's a fast learner. Being too smart, that is, and he's even passionate about it, so things are quite good here. Beyond that, we're now also owning a nice set of Thrambofur clothing, because, you know, très chic. And let's see what happens today. I'm really, again, at that point where I have to wait for other things to happen, because I can't do much there. So, Outlanders will attack the crashed shuttle site. Yes please. So what can we get? Advanced components or goodwill? I think it's time to consider the goodwill as the most valuable resource we can get. It's summer, we should definitely try and take that fight, because there's just too much to gain in that scenario. So let's see, Bishop and Ironhead are not sated. And now we're going to send Bishop up there already and wait until Ironhead has finished his fine meal. Oh, against Outlanders, I don't want to wield a charge rifle though. Let's see, is there anything I could boost his mood with, but, well, I don't want to smoke reefers. Flake, yeah, that's definitely a mood booster, but I don't want to risk the addiction behind that. Alright, so we're now sitting here and waiting. Waiting for our enemies to arrive. I'm going to walk down here in the vicinity of this Mossbar guy, because he's the one that needs to survive, and besides that, this is a nice place to stand next to, getting cover and all. Alright. Let's make sure that the people with the melee weapons are being slowed, and probably toss a stun on that guy with the Molotov cocktails there. Probably want to take that down too. Alright, they're already fleeing, and I want to fight that fire immediately. That fire is hurting my resources, you know. Ironhead, please help. Cancelled, fight fire. If I only knew why. Okay, well, we didn't lose all the resources, that's quite good. And let's see, there's a machine pistol, there's a knife, and the leftovers of the shuttle wreck. Nice. Alright. And we received some goodwill from these guys, which is the actually most important thing. I'll just let these... no, I'm not gonna let the mollies rot. Just decided that they are worth too much to let them just die outside. Okay, well, Bishop is a little bit tired, but I want those berries. Well, seems like we're more than good with food here right now. Okay, Ironhead goes butchering. Well, let's bury that guy first. We don't really need it that much, you know. And butchering puts him under such stress that I don't really want him to suffer through all that. Okay, let's haul these Thrumbo horns so we can sell them at some point in the near future too. And let's bury that guy too. Like I said, I don't need to butcher them now that desperately, and I want to save Ironhead's moral for the near future. There we go. Components, steel and plasteel. Good stuff. Some packaged survival meals, which aren't gross. It's also a step forward. Okay. So it turns out that we're quite stacked when it comes down to food now. Let's haul that stuff inside. Let Bishop have a nice meal in between, and hauling you go. I really noticed that I could use a third pair of hands here. Slowly we're developing enough work that a third colonist would be actually a thing I would like to have. Nice. Okay. So we gained 300 berries out of one harvest. Well, they're also growing rather fast, so that's also a thing which we could do. Let's just enable berries for that purpose too. Because I got 1k rice right now, I got so much thrumbo meat, and there's a solar flare. Dang it. Alright. Meanwhile, we're chopping away on that thing here. Compacted plasteel is monstrously hard to mine, but at the same time, I feel like it's a really good training for Ironhead, so... There we go. Solar flare is over, and then we can put those berries back down. I just noticed that by now it's quite a chore to serve on the hydroponics now. That's something good, actually. Quest failed. Oh yeah, they wanted me to salvage to save somebody outside there. Well, no. Let's just nope on that. Alright. I wonder what the next trader will be. Really looking forward to that. Let's see, is there... Ooh, there's a snow bunny. But I'm really going to let this one live. Believe it or not. We're so stacked with all manner of different items, I don't need that this much. But I do want the gear, which is lying outside there. This is steel, which is actually deteriorating. The food, well, I don't really care about the food. If it goes bad, it goes bad. If it's not going bad, it's not going bad. I don't care. At this point, I really don't care anymore. Food is just... Well, those packaged survival meals, I know that I could sell them, but... We're cooking them by ourselves right now. A shaman merchant. Oh my god. That's among the most useless picks we could get. Well, Arctic wolves and polar bears. Well, okay. I'll take that back. Let's see, is there anything I want to sell? The flake for sure. I don't want flake in my colony. Can be target of mental breakdowns in a way that I don't approve. So we're only gathering a couple of 100 silver out of that deal. That's okay. Still waiting for a nice and juicy bulk goods trader, but can't really demand that. Still very confused about the fact that these caravans are always leaving because of bad temperatures. Oh, look at that. There's a local bunny going crazy. I just wanted to say I'm rather hunted myself, but... Whatever. It's not really that important. And there's the fall time on us again. Royal Tribute Collector. Well, that made me wonder. Am I able to gift these guys something to raise the goodwill? Yes. Yes, we can. But we can only gift them gold? Dang it. Oh no. Oh man, so sad. We could only use the gold here to gain honor, but I'm not that interested in honor at this point. I want to grind up the goodwill as much as possible because that will give us some freedom in a way that we're going to be able to summon the traders we want. Because with a with enough goodwill, I don't know if it's vanilla. I hope it's implemented in vanilla too. You can decide which kind of trader event is spawning on you. So this should give us some more flexibility here. Meanwhile, we're enjoying fine meals and tailoring new robes. There's really not much to do here these days, but, well, I'm not unhappy whatsoever. We're racking up plasteel in really nice amounts, but sadly the steel is not... There's not enough steel yet to start building the spaceship. I don't really feel safe with that. A pack of man-hunting Arctic wolves. Okay. I should really consider building doors in here, now that I think about it. Do it now. There we go. And stop roofing that. Wait a sec, we're only going to ignore the roofs back here. That's good. It's just very important that we're actually sealing ourselves off at this point. Just noticed that if I would have done it without those doors, the turrets would fire at the manhunters, and that would be such a waste. Good thing that bishop was quick enough to close the gap. And I decided to roof this area here because it is a drawback for our enemies. They have to walk through darkness, and that makes them somewhat slower and lets them hit worse. So definitely a thing I want to do. I left that corner here open first off for the mortar, but also of course to avoid the darkness debuff for my own folks. There we go. So that's been another 300 berries. Nice. We're processing that meat that way. I'm really happy about that, because the packaged survival meals will sell for a nice penny. Now the only thing we're lacking is a pack of enemies that get attacked by those wolves. And that's the only thing I need for my evil happiness. I always love it when Manhunter packs converge with raids. It's just something that makes me very, very happy deep down inside. Alright. Are we seriously only owning 130 uranium? Ah, no, we'd never hauled the rest back home. I see. That's how it went down. Alright, one thing I had in mind though, I want to create myself an electric tailor bench. And yeah, I'm going to take the effort. Yeah. So... because this was still a hand tailoring bench, and I feel like we're way past that. And if you replace them like that, even the builds get copied. I like that feature. I think it's part of the replace stuff mod though. One thing that's really making me nervous here, just realized that. Do this something like that. Seeing the chem fuel right next to the batteries where we sometimes have electrical discharges is making me really nervous. Oh, a bulk goods trader ship. For a moment I was like, come on, again the bulk goods trader we're being manhunted. Okay, nice. I'm happy, not unhappy. Wooland traders. Okay, let's see what they got for us. Chicken eggs, but the most important thing, is the steel. I hope I got enough money to buy all the steel they got, because it's not looking good. It's the first time since a long time that I got the feeling like they're coming too early. Can you believe that? Now I'm muttering about the trader being too early. What kind of person am I? Just kidding. I think we're good to go here. I just don't want to buy anything except for the steel there, because right now that's the one material I need the most. And I'd say we're just gonna add some funky leathers on top of that. There we go. So let's see, is there anything else that I really want to have? Doesn't look like there is. Okay. Oh, look at that! The delivery went even into the right area. Okay, so we're going to place down our first structural beam. Yes! We're starting it! This is making me very, very happy, do you know that? Alright. We're gonna need a boatload of materials to make this happen, but we're at a good start now. There we go. So, what do we need? We need at least one cryptosleep casket, but we need two because we're taking Ironhead with us. We need 3 ship engines. Okay. So let's start working at the with the engines. 6 advanced components each. Dang it, that's costly. So we're going to make it like that, I guess. Oh, that's looking bad. But, well, the vanilla spaceship is always looking crappy, so I shouldn't try too hard here. Okay, so that means we're going to flick on the bench and start crafting. Alright. I'd say we're going to build one of these engines, and then I'll check out how hard we're behind or how hard our materials have been spent. Okay, so now we do that, and now I'll just leave those doors open regularly, so this way raiders will find this as an open entrance to attack us, and if there are manhunter packs, we're just going to shut down slam the doors shut. Dang it, sometimes words are a difficult thing to use. Now, we will spend a lot of our materials on that, but that's totally okay for me. At least we're making serious progress towards our escape now, which feels extremely good. After all that stagnation for such a long time, we're really now starting to build that spaceship. I mean, it will be a horrible task. No sugarcoating here. I mean, we will need that many resources. It's going to be quite strainful, but let's see. This will be a quite fulfilling thing to finish, though. One day. One day when we're away from this planet. Okay. So I don't think I want to build more of these ship parts right now. I mean, I do have really more than enough steel to work with, but at the same time I got the massive urge to conserve my steel. Why? Haha, time to hunt. There's only 3 of them. Nice. Like, seriously. Life is starting to be much better here. should be able to take them down without any problem. That should be not an issue at all. Without the Psycast, I would be a little bit more nervous about that task, but since I got a Psycaster with stun and burden, I don't really feel concerned about that. Alright, let's haul those big boys. And let's finish the harvest here. Now, well, this will open up even more opportunities for me to cook more and more survival meals, because we don't need to create more rice right now. We just got a massive delivery of free meat again, so really good. Oh well, we will need some rice to mix it with the meat again at some point, but let's just make sure that this job is solely done with human leather, because I don't want to waste my precious high quality leathers on weird jobs that are only meant to fill my purse, because basically it's like that. Oh, you tailor. All these products here out of these leathers are meant for sales, and blue fur is actually a really good material for insulation purposes. And well, we might right now own nice thrombo fur gear. I mean, we're actually well enough insulated for outside missions. I think if I would equip Ironhead with a decent pair of pants and a shirt, they both should be able to go out in the winter without hypothermia anymore. I mean, wow. I didn't expect to reach that point, honestly. I always expected us to be unable to get outside, ever. Okay, nice. I'm already considering putting up a poker table. Probably gonna do that. We've got some cloth. Do we also have the necessary stones to do so? The amazing building. Well, not quite. No, I don't. The first ship engine! Well, makes me happy to see that we're getting there. Alright, we need to... I want these jobs on Ironhead. I need to spread their workforce a little bit. Bishop is supposed to earn money. I really need more money. It's nice that we're cooking that many packaged survival meals, but the robes are among the most profitable things that we can create. So I want more of those, especially since I got that much leather left over. What's Ironhead doing? Chopping up plasteel. So, I want to do a little bit of a calculation in a sec. Do I already have enough plasteel for that whole business or not? Do we need plasteel for the advanced components? Yes. So each advanced component is 10 plasteel. Okay. So we need 200, 400 plasteel. I got 500. Okay. It's looking not good. I think we need way more than that. The reactor will need 280 plasteel. Ship computer core is at least needing no plasteel. Well, that's not true. It needs 40 for the components. Another 30 per casket. And 60 for the sensor cluster. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna buy those plasteel chunks as often as possible, because we're definitely needing that. Alrighty, so meanwhile I think I'm going to micro Bishop now a little bit to make sure that he's going to utilize his work time as good as possible. Meanwhile, this is ready. Alright. Rice is slowly depleting, but really, really slowly. Okay. Starting to use Ironhead more and more for these jobs because he's just learning a lot faster than Bishop. And also, well, I want Bishop to have as much time as possible to tailor. Well, we can't do this as a forever job now, because we have defined it as something which is only made exclusively out of human leather, so he can go crazy on that. Now, the big question remains for me is, do I create a poker table out of wood or not? Oh, there's the doorbell. I need to see that. Alright, back after this little break. So, what I do need now are tremendous amounts of resources, basically. Oh, I do have an idea. Haha. We're going to make ourselves a nice, fancy, green poker table. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to place it down here for now. It has... no, it does not have to move at all. Nice. So finally we're going to see some good use for the jade. It's also a massive project needing a lot of work units, but in the end it's going to be fine. Meanwhile, Ironhead is crafting those advanced components for us. And we're seeing some nice progress. So I'm going to skip ahead until the next event happens. And of course, the winter draws near and the mech hive is attacking us. And this time it's a really massive force attacking us. We're up against 5 Mechanoids, which is, in my opinion, a really, really massive amount. I am not really considering the usage of EMP ammunitions at this point because we only have 2 shooters and this would gimp me too hard. The Scyther among them is the frontliner, so I see a decent chance of being able to take him down before the pikemen are actually approaching. But what I do want to do is to slow down that thing as much as possible. Ideally, I'd like to stun him as much as possible and take it down before that happens, but sadly, we have to say goodbye to one of our prized turrets. Come on, die already. Wow. Okay, at least that went down good. Now, this fight is far from being over, and there's still a lot of pressure on us, especially with that amount of pikemen on us. They're not shooting exclusively on our turrets anymore, but luckily pikemen are not featuring such extremely devastating weapons which are bound to one-shot people, so I am feeling a lot safer this time. It's looking good. There were a few hits on the turrets, but apart from that... Ooh, 2 with 1 salvo. Okay, I dare to move faster now. I did tell you guys that this is no roof zone. Why? Is it really because of the opening and the closing of the doors? Are you kidding me, Ironhead? Okay, let's declare that a remove roof area. Even. There we go. Alright. That was spooky. That was the most spooky Mechanoid attack we had so far, and that also means that I'm getting the slight feeling that we're going to see centipedes quite soonish. That means it is time to build something special. We need to prepare the sniper rifles. That's of utmost importance now, because with that amount of mechanoids coming in, it's only a question of time until the mechanoids are sending centipedes. Sniper rifles are really awesome against centipedes because they are outranging the centipedes in a way that you can always shoot and keep running without the centipedes having any chance whatsoever of retaliating. And that's really, really useful to have. Alrighty, so we did that, and the next episode will be winter again. So I also changed the planting plan because I decided that we got more than enough food already. There's so many berries and rice available, and I don't dare to chop down more people right now, not until I have processed all these leathers. It seems like the wealth of my colony is increasing substantially because these attacks with those numbers are giving me the impression. Anywho, friends, so that's the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. I'm so happy that we're now starting to build our spaceship. It's still a long way to go, and we're far, far from being done, but I feel like this was a very valuable first step on our way, and I'm really, really happy. So probably next year we're going to be able to go for an AI core, but probably not, because the problem is somebody has to stay at home and defend the base, whereas people are adventuring, and only one person adventuring, well, I don't know. That's going to be the most difficult part about this gameplay, but let's see where this is bringing us. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment down below. Leave a thumbs up for the algorithm if you might want to do so. I'd be more than grateful. And as usual, if you like my content, I do daily content. You can check out my channel, drop a subscription, turn on those notifications, and you won't miss any future things. Beyond that, in the description below, you find my social media links, among those my Twitch channel, where I also do daily streams, so maybe you might want to go and get in touch. I'd be happy about that too. And also you'll find some links for direct financial support. If you would want to do so, I'd be more than happy, but I'll never stop to toss out free content for you, no matter what. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.